Welcome back to A Stoic Plays, ladies and gentlemen. And today, we are stoically playing Halcyon 6, Starbase Commander by Massive Damage. And this game has some epic intro music. I like it. It's a 8-bit, kind of pixely space strategy slash RPG game. There's a lot going on with it. I purchased it a while ago on Steam, and I will provide a link. And it just kind of sat there for a while, and I loaded it up recently, and I really haven't been able to put it down. Honestly, I've been having a ton of fun with it. So, just like our typical A Stoic Plays episodes, I'm just going to go right into it. The graphics are reminiscent, I guess you'd say, of Star Trek. You know, your people kind of look very Star Trek-y. The story goes that the Terran Federation, which is the human space empire or whatnot, which apparently was the most powerful and successful space empire, is almost immediately destroyed when these crazy aliens show up. They're fleshy. When I say fleshy, I mean like they don't fly around in metal spaceships. They fly around in like flesh spaceships, and they just destroyed everything. They completely ruined the capital of New Terra. And all that's left in the entire galaxy is this precursor space station called Halcyon 6. And that is you. You are managing the station. It's like XCOM kind of. You excavate rooms, and then you build things in them, and you use the things you build to produce better officers and better ships and more technology. And you basically just... Actually, you know, it's kind of similar to XCOM in that you gotta survive. Not as much random number crap, though. It's a lot more... As long as you know what you're doing, you can do pretty well. And it's not just you and the fleshy guys known as the Chruul. There they are. But you've also got... Or the Chruul, sorry. But you've also got different races that you can interact with. I took out some pirates early on, but they're still here because I bargained with one subgroup to give me the location of their leader and took him out. But of course, as a result, I left them alive, at least temporarily. So there's different, as you can see, there's different people you can interact with. And also, when you discover, or when you explore like asteroid fields and stuff, you'll discover like leftover human bases that have not yet been destroyed, and they'll provide you with the materials you need to grow your empire. Particularly dark matter, fuel, and materials. But we also can't neglect people, because crew is definitely important. So this is Halcyon 6, and as you can see, I've very much not explored everything. The more farther out rooms, you need to have highly skilled professionals to excavate, but I'm doing okay. I've upgraded from my Tier 1 ships that you start out with to Tier 2 ships. That's what I'm doing right now. And so you can... The game runs based on crew, or officers specifically. And you have these officers, and you can create more of them. And they do everything, from piloting starships to doing tasks in the various buildings. So think of a officer as the combination of an XCOM soldier slash engineer slash scientist. They're all of them. Actually, that's how they break them out into, but they all can do the same things. Like you can have an engineer piloting a ship, you can have a soldier excavating a room. Certain things are limited to only certain professions, or certain professions are better at certain things. Like for example, if I'd like to make dark matter, I'm going to have to do it with a scientist. Can't do it with a tactical guy. But yeah. So basically, the point is just to survive. And as you survive longer and longer, you get stronger and stronger. Hey, that rhymes. And you continue to unmask more of the story. Now, where I say it's sort of like an RPG also is you develop your characters, and there is a story kind of going on in the background. You're allowed a lot of freedom. You can do whatever you'd like to do in whatever order you'd like to do it. But there is kind of a story about you discovering what these Chruul want, and pretty much all I've seen so far is you just blow them up. But you can also make alliances or enemies with the various other factions around. And the factions are fun. I mean, this game is definitely tongue-in-cheek. It doesn't take itself incredibly seriously, and I like that. So, you gotta go into the real-time mode. As you can see, my fleet here is coming back. You can kind of take a look at where the Chruul are going. See, they're heading to this place here where I farm colonists, which is not a good idea. I don't want to lose the one place in the universe where I could do that. This person's here. Oh, the fuel's at capacity. Shoot, I gotta go. Anywho, you can have multiple fleets, and each fleet can have up to 3 ships. So right now, I have... Well, let's just see. We can go... Let's say we want to pick up the fuel here. Send a fleet. So I have numerous fleets. I have a shuttle, which is a tiny little ship that's very weak, and I would never get into combat. I have the builder fleet, which essentially is just one ship. And then I have my main battle fleet, which is upgraded tier 2 science and engineering ships, but I still have a tier 1 tactical ship. And these are the guys that do all the fighting, and they're particularly good at it. But I'm going to send my shuttle out to here to pick up the fuel. The destruction we found at New Terra was, in a word, total. We can only imagine the kind of instantaneous cross-dimensional attack that made the devastation possible. The threat we're facing with these Chruul is unlike any other we faced. Though it may be hard to comprehend, we are all that's left of the once peerless Federation Navy. We do have one reason to celebrate, though. We managed to rescue Zulfiqar Zulf Maddox, the legendary inventor who was commanding a team of engineers on the Orestes moon when the attack struck. Perhaps other legendary officers are, too, out there clinging to survival, waiting to be rescued. For now, all we can hope to do is protect the few remaining Federation facilities still active, build up our fleet, and push back against the Chruul Armada. There's Ziff. He's an engineer. A good one. Or Zulf. Don't know where I got Ziff from. Thank you. Alright. So, we gotta stop this guy. So let's send our battle fleet out there. Yeah, let's repair. It's fine. And we have a new Archer-class starship. Excellent. Of course, we don't have anybody to man it because it's a tactical ship, and our main tactical guy is off right now. So that's fine. But now that we have this awesome engineer... Actually, he's not that awesome. Our current engineer that we started with is a lot better than he is. And you can program your guys for different skills. These are skills for when they fly their ships, and these are skills for ground combat. You do have like away teams where you have your hero who is like really buff, and you have these little red shirts. Actually, they're called green shirts in this game, which are really weak, and it's pretty funny. I haven't lost one yet, though. I've been really good about that. And not every engineer has the same traits. They pull from the same trait pool, but it's kind of random as to which one they get. For example, my current engineer does not have death from above or quick tune-up, but they do have ramming speed, I think. So, I'll talk more about combat when we actually get into it, but essentially, your ships have all these different attacks, and these attacks provide different status effects on the recipient of them. And then, later, when the recipient is under a status effect, which typically lasts 3 rounds of combat, you're allowed to, well, if you have one available, you attack them with another attack that exploits that particular status effect for extra damage. So, for example, Death from Above here, it inflicts ship disable and exploits crew panic. So if another attack causes crew panic on a ship, then you would use this attack and you would get extra bonus from it. And also, if you have a attack that exploits ship disable, then you would want to do this attack on that ship first. Although this attack also has a partial negative to you in that you have a 25% chance of breaching your own hull. This one has a 40% chance, obviously, because you're ramming them. But it exploits engines down, which is kind of cool. And they have different levels of damage and whatnot. I'm just going to give him one of each. I haven't really been developing my ground combat, which is bad, but it hasn't really come back to bite me in the ass yet. So what we need to do is we need to go to our hangar, and we need to... No, we're not going to do that, actually. This you can upgrade your ships. So you put someone here. Actually, we could do that. We can put our new engineer up here to upgrade one of the engineering ships. Let's find out which one we're going to give him, though, first. Let's build it. So let's go to ship construction, and we want an engineering ship. So I think we already have a Crusader, so we could build a Guardian. No, we can't. We don't have enough crew. Well, okay. Never mind, folks. We're just going to do some research then. You can do the Crusader upgrade. There you go, Zulf. So that'll take him 4 days. Excellent. And we also have Golda Takahashi, another engineer. A lesser engineer. Actually, Golda, I'm going to send... Let's see. So this is my, like, main run. I have one of each of these things right close to me, and I keep going to them to get stuff. So we're going to send Golda there. She's going to get some fuel. So what we want is we want the builder fleet, which right now is just Golda. So we're going to send Golda. And then once you get to these places, you can evacuate the facility if they're under danger. If you want to just move them all to your station, Halcyon 6. This is good because it'll give you extra crew, but it's bad because these things are really good. They provide resources to you. And you can obviously recolonize them afterwards, but that requires crew, so it's almost silly to uncolonize them in the first place. So we're not going to do that. We're going to leave them there. And now she's going to head on over to here for some dark matter. Excellent. And this is all happening like in real time, so you sometimes can pause and pay attention. Okay, our shuttle made it, for example, over here. So we're going to take a moment to go over here. Where's this guy going? Okay, he's just here. So we're going to... There's our shuttle. Okay, so we're going to go here now. All right, so we've engaged some Chruul with our battle fleet. And yeah, we haven't been able to communicate with them. They just kind of make weird noises at us. So the battle system is very fun, but a little bit chaotic. It kind of reminds me of the old Final Fantasy JRPGs. So you pick your move. So right now the Magus is my first ship that can move, and I like that because it has a defensive ability called Protective Field, which affects all ships. Now, this guy, he has an attack here. He has 2 attacks that do engines down, but I prefer this one because it also can do weapons disruption. So I generally find the weakest one first and try to pick them off. See, he resisted the effect, so unfortunately it didn't work. But now this guy can do a number of things. He could breach the hull. He could panic the crew. Or actually, sorry, this exploits the panicked crew. He can disable the ship. He can take the engines down. But I like this one, the salvage harpoon, which does hull breach and potentially makes them vulnerable. Both happened. So now, this particular attack, the portal cannon, exploits hull breach. So we'll use that. And unfortunately, he evaded it. But if he wouldn't have evaded it, we would have been able to do extra attack there. So unfortunately, though, actually, this guy does have an attack that exploits vulnerable. So let's do it. And you can see vulnerable exploited. Alright. So he's sabotage, vulnerable, and hull breach. Let's try again. There we go. And as you can see now, he's substantially weaker. Once you get him down to this point, it really doesn't matter what attack you use. I usually use Flak Barrage because there's no recovery. You could use that every turn. And they're done. And you got to keep an eye, obviously, on what you're doing. Because, like, for example, this ship is pretty damaged. You don't want it to get destroyed. Now, with cooldowns, you have to be kind of cognizant of what attacks you're using when. Let's go engines down on this guy. Yeah, see, he's messed up. So we're going to go ahead and cauterize his hull. And this guy, nothing worked on him. So let's release mines that'll attack both of them. Didn't do any status effects, though, unfortunately. And let's try Dimensional Flashbang. Nope, he resisted it. This is a pretty tough battle. Alright, let's upload a virus. Okay, it worked on him, did not work on him. I use it a lot because it affects all enemies, but I don't have anything at this point that takes advantage of sensors being offline, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, not here anyway. Now this is an interesting move because it makes you vulnerable, or at least gives you a 40% chance of being vulnerable, but it will inflict hull breach on them, and it also not only provides immediate damage, but it also provides damage over the next 3 rounds. Alright, so his hull has been breached. I thought we had a... I guess it's this guy who can take advantage of that. So let's knock his engines down too if we can. Alright, so now we have a lot of choices. Except we don't, because we have to heal this guy again. But normally we could take advantage of his hull breach. Yeah, there's really nothing good we can do here. So let's just go for damage. Alright. Let's panic the crew. Didn't work. Let's get our defenses back up. Now this causes something to the allies called Inspired. I'm not entirely sure what that does. Okay, minimum damage, maximum damage, plus 35%. So that's good to have. And we're going to go ahead and cauterize this guy. And we are out of cauterization, so hopefully we can win this thing relatively quickly. Okay, he is vulnerable, so let's take advantage of that. That didn't do a very good job. But we'll exploit his hull breach. Nice. Now we've got this one pretty much in hand. Let's exploit that hull breach. See if we can't take down his weapons. Alright, so this is kind of fun. It's the Nano Restoration Field, which heals all allies a very small amount, but it also continues to heal them over time. So I like to use it at the end, because it's expensive to heal your ships at port, so this way you have them healed up and able to move on to another battle. And it looks like we're going to be able to finish this guy off before... Oh, maybe not. No, we will. Cool. So we're all at maximum health and ready to go off to another battle. And by winning battles, you gain materials and dark matter, but never fuel, unfortunately. Let's get that crew in there. Alright, so these guys are just hanging out, so let's go say hello. Alright, he made it there, so let's put them here. Alright, let's move him there. Where's this guy going? Okay. Let's get back to base. Those materials. And you get back to base too. Alright. This is a slightly more difficult Chruul battle. Oh, this is the former seat of human power. Alright. What's the plan? You know what? Let's just inspire everyone. The extra damage they'll do might be worth it. Alright. I guess a flak barrage is fine for now. Holy moly, they just totally messed up our Science ship. I haven't lost a ship in battle yet, but that doesn't mean it won't happen right now. Especially if our attacks keep missing. Let's hull breach this sucker. And let's take advantage of that. I'm just trying to do damage now. I'm not really trying to get cute. I just want to get rid of this guy as quickly as I can. 219 damage? Yes, let's do it. Excellent. Alright, mines on these guys. Ooh boy. Engines down. Alright, that sucked. So we have two options. We could cauterize his hull, or we could heal everybody, and I'm going to heal everybody. It's a bit of a gamble, but I think it's going to pay off. This guy also has repair that he can help people with if he needs to. But I kind of want to exploit his engines being down. Yeah. Even exploited, it didn't do too much damage, so you gotta do the best you can. Let's down him again. Alright. Defenses, definitely. This is rapidly going downhill. Yeah, I see that. Let's see. So, weapons and engines down. I don't think there's really anything that we can use in this ship that'll take advantage of that. So we'll just harass him. Alright, engines down. Let's do it. Man, these guys are getting tougher and tougher. Let's upload a virus. Excellent. Let's inspire everyone. I need to upgrade this guy's ship. Alright, what's the plan? What's the plan? You know what? Let's broadside salvo him. It made me vulnerable, but it does a terrific amount of damage. Alright, flashbang. Alright, his engines are down, which means I can exploit the flak barrage. He's doing some healing. Let's not let him do it. Excellent. Alright. 438. Let's just hit him. Let's just hit him hard with our best attacks. You're gonna defend, though. Let's do some more mines. Well, we're still standing. I love that cauterized ray. Alright, let's hull breach him. Excellent. This will exploit his vulnerability. And this will exploit his hull. Damn, this guy's getting rocked. But we took him out. Alright, you heal yourself. Let's warp his atomic structure. And his crew is panicked. Excellent. Let's inspire everyone. I guess we'll just hit him right now. And let's take advantage of the panicked crew. There we go. Defense. Alright. Vulnerable. Oh, shoot. Let's just take him down. I love that attack. Okay, solar flare. Which took advantage of his sensors being offline. That was awesome. And we survived. Holy moly, that was a tense one. Tons of dark matter, though. It's great. So yeah, the Chruul are getting... the Chruul, keep forgetting that R. They're getting stronger and stronger, but so are we. So we're going to actually send you guys home. Sir, a small pirate delegation has arrived nearby. Hi, Lieutenant Starstabber. What can we do for you? An important facility has been cornered by a Chruul fleet. Why should we care? You're pirates. The Admirax sent me here to request aid against our mutual enemy. With the warning that if this facility falls, it could greatly hinder our war preparedness in the future. Do you wish to aid the pirates? Okay. Sure, why not? So that's like a quest, and you can get that down here. So if you look here, you can see your missions. So I have to build a Chruul lab, automate facility resource gathering, the Geminga colony is under attack, and the pirate mining facility is under attack. And you can look at them by clicking this button here. So my main issue right now is I only have one strong battle fleet. And you probably want to have more. But obviously, in order to get that, you need more crew, you need more resources, and so on and so forth. That's why automating the resource gathering is a good thing. What do I need to do that? Let's see. So nothing. There's really nothing I can do for that. So how exactly did they want me to do this? Or maybe it's something I need to research in the tech. Like different reactors. Oh, so there we go. Satellite drone control. Let's research that. Alright, so now I should be able to... Satellite drone control. Excellent. We can't build it, however. Why? Not enough power. Alright. Well, let's build another reactor. That'll take 4 days to build. And we're just about out of time. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this kind of look at Halcyon Sticks, Starbase Command. It's really, really enjoyable, actually. Like I said, I just kind of decided to install it on a whim. It's been sitting in my Steam library for a while, and I'm really, really enjoying it. The difficulty seems to scale with how I'm doing, so I never really feel like I'm totally destroying the enemy. Every battle seems kind of tense, but I am making progress, and so I'm really enjoying it. Now, as far as where the story goes from here, I researched, or I went to Earth and just kind of, or not Earth, it's New Terra or whatever, and discovered what was going on. So now that that's happened, I guess we're on to the next step, is to just find out. I think we're building the Chruul research base, whatever, and that'll tell us more about them, which will allow us to then progress in the plot further. But yeah, so anyway, once again, I am Marcus Aurelius. I'd like to thank you very much for watching. Have a good one.